Hey guys! So today's video I'm going to be reviewing the new Kat Von D Alchemist Holographic palette, and I'm also going to be comparing it to the Anastasia Moonchild palette. I saw this, I don't know, a few weeks ago. It popped up on something on my Facebook, and I immediately thought of this palette, which I would think would be very similar. So I was like, oh well, I don't really need it. But knowing me, I decided to buy it anyways. Just a quick view at a glance, so you can see obviously the palette shape is triangular, which is very different and unique. It has 4 pans in it. There's a pink shade, a purple shade, a green, and also a blue. And her palette also features a mirror. Whereas the Moonchild palette, you can see, has no mirror, but it has 6 pans, and they are definitely larger in size than the Alchemist palette. This palette essentially has more bluish purple shades than the other one. This palette is $40, and the Alchemist palette is $32. You can get the Moonchild palette on Anastasia's website. I believe you can still get it as of now, but I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that. And then the Alchemist palette you can get on Sephora's website, but I believe it is a VIB exclusive or higher, so you need to be a VIB or VIB Rouge. Reading the description on Sephora's website about this, it says it is an eye, lip, and face transformer palette with 4 holographic shades. Revamp your makeup looks with this innovative Alchemist palette featuring 4 holographic shades. It's perfect for achieving a spectrum of radiant special effects by layering Alchemist over eyeshadow and a lipstick. Formulated with double dimension technology, the first of its kind formula is packed with 360-degree refractive pearls dipped in prismatic coating to deliver twice the transforming power. Each of the 4 shades within the palette catches light from every angle for a spectrum of luminizing special effects, perfect for customizing finishes and exploring your artistic expression. The hybrid formula also doubles as a super shimmery highlighter. Because the formula is packed with high-quality pearlescent particles, a little goes a long way. Even a subtle application imparts a bold impact. So before I go in and swatch and compare these, I just wanted to say that I did wear this yesterday on my face, and I used the purple shade. You can definitely tell that you have a highlighter on. It is very luminescent. However, I could not tell what color I was wearing. If I didn't personally know, I would have had no idea. If I was somebody else, I couldn't tell you which of these colors in this palette that I actually used. Whereas when I wear Moonchild, I can definitely tell, oh, I have a purple highlighter on, or oh, I have blue on. I'm not sure if that was something to do with my application, because when you swatch this, is really, it's really amazing. It's an amazing palette. It's very similar to Moonchild, but it's also very different, so I don't know. So I'll start by swatching these. I'm going to start with the green shade first out of the Kat Von D palette. So here you can see it on my finger. When you have a lot of product, it's very opaque and it doesn't look very iridescent or whatever it's supposed to look like. But then whenever you wipe it on your hand, you can see it's definitely very pretty. Then I'm going to compare it to Lucky Clover. You can see on my finger it looks essentially the same. So the color is very similar, but I would say that I don't know. I think the Kat Von D is definitely more holographic. I don't know. It's more reactive to light than the Moonchild. Although the Moonchild is very pretty, and I love this palette. Yeah, I would still definitely say that the Kat Von D is more holographic than the Moonchild. Now I will swatch the pink opal shade. Here, again, it looks opaque until you rub it on. And then I'm going to compare that with Pink Heart. It looks the same on the finger. These are pretty identical. Maybe the Kat Von D is a little more opaque, so to speak. I don't know. This is really hard to explain because this is some weird shit. But yeah, I don't know. They're very like the same color, but the finish is different, and the texture, I don't know. But very, very similar color, like almost identical. Now I'm gonna do Ultraviolet Amethyst, and you can definitely tell what color it is on my finger. It looks purple. Maybe hard to pick up from the camera, but it definitely looks purple. And it's definitely like reflective. It's very pretty. This is probably the best shade out of the whole palette, if you ask me, as far as the holographic effects go. But I am going to compare this to Purple Horseshoe. You can definitely tell this is purple. This is, I don't know, it looks much more straight up purple than a holographic with like purple reflex or anything. Again, very similar. I think the Kat Von D one is like a little bit lighter, similar color, but again, I think the Kat Von D one is way more it's way more reflective. Again, it's really hard for the camera to pick up on this, but I will put some pictures up after I get done, and I will swatch every single shade from each palette, and you can compare them side by side. Okay, then the last shade from here is the Blue Sapphire shade. It looks almost white on my finger. But it looks kind of green in person. But I am going to compare this to Blue Ice. I feel like that is the most similar color, which compared to that makes it look even more green. I am going to go ahead and swatch the other two blue shades just for the video's sake, but I'm going to start with Star, and then I'm going to go down and use Blue Moon. So this is Star. None of them really match the Kat Von D shade. I would say actually Star is the closest once you get it on, but as far as in the pan, it looks closer to Blue Ice, but you can tell it definitely transforms on your skin. Okay, so here is the pictures of them side by side. Okay, so the burning question of which one should you get? I would say both. I don't know, if you're makeup obsessed like me, then yeah, you're probably gonna end up with both anyways. But if you had to choose just one, I don't know, that's a tough question because they both have pros and cons. Obviously, a con to this palette is you can only get it if you are VIB or VIB Rouge. I don't know if that'll ever change. The pans are very small, and there's only 4 pans at that. It is nice though. They are very nice colors, very reflective, very holographic, very wicked cool. And it has a mirror, and the packaging is beautiful. With this, you know, obviously it sucks that it doesn't have a mirror, but none of their glow kits do. You don't have to be a special member of anything to buy it. The pans are much bigger, and there is 2 additional pans in this palette. The colors are fairly similar to this palette. I would say if you really, really, really had to choose, I don't know, I'd probably still go with the Moonchild, because the fact that for only $8 more you get a lot more product and you get 2 more colors. I don't know, it's hard. I mean, I'm glad that I bought this. This is really cool, and I'm sure I'll find, you know, new ways to use it. But I don't know, I'll probably use this more often than I use this. So some people will say that they love this palette way more than the Moonchild palette, and you know, but in my own personal opinion, I would buy this Moonchild palette if I had to choose between the two. Just for the sole reason that there's 2 additional pans and the pans are much larger. But yeah, all in all, I am very pleased with both palettes. I do like them both. So that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this kind of helps you decide which one you should get, or if you should even get the Alchemist palette at all. If you already have the Moonchild palette, again, if money isn't the issue, then I would just assume buy both. But like I said, if you had to choose, I would still choose the Moonchild palette. But they are both beautiful, both beautifully done. I know they put a lot of hard work into both of these palettes. You know, I'm not gonna say that one sucks, because 1, that's not true, and 2, that's just rude. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!